look at that. It's Katie Cole right next to me in my car. It's Car Con Carne presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, 1015 Chicago Avenue. We are in a sleek, black, handsome Mazda 3, acquired from the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. It's right there. Love the service there. I got two of my cars from there. I'm currently test driving a Mazda CX-9 as well. Mazda, Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, in between Maine and Dempster in scenic Evanston. Katie Cole, musician, star, are you ready to do this?
I am. I think I'm ready.
Okay.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
So we're getting food. We have food on order. It's going to be hand delivered to our window from Haymarket. We're at Haymarket over at Randolph and Halstead. You are playing here tomorrow night. If you're watching on Facebook Live, you are playing here tomorrow night.
Yes.
Now, a Katie Cole show would be worth hundreds of dollars. It's a value at any price. Tomorrow's a free show.
I know. Amazing.
A value at any price, but this is free. We get to see you for free. And I want to talk about your music. I want to talk about the summer job you have working with Smashing Pumpkins. The summer gig.
Yes, my side hustle.
Your side hustle with the Smashing Pumpkins. I will say Haymarket does a really nice job. Their Americana series is fantastic. I saw Lily Winwood here recently. You're here tomorrow night. It's a genre of music that deserves representation, deserves promotion. I love that you're here for this, and I love your music too. So.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited to play there tomorrow.
In fact, I have a visual aid. Things That Break, Part 1. Well, it's 5 songs. You would assume there's more.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about your music. I think there's certainly, country's the most obvious thing that comes to mind, but I feel like you're coming from a lot of different places. I feel like you straddle a lot of different sounds and styles in what you create. Is that fair to say?
I do. Although I'm probably not going to use the word straddle.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yes, I mean, some people think of it as country, some people think of it as Americana, some people say singer-songwriter.
Sure.
Whatever you want to sort of call it, to me it's just songs with texture and stories and sometimes subjects that are challenging to tackle, but I'll just go there. So I've got songs on this record about horrible breakups and alcoholism, and all the fun stuff.
Is Broke about breakups?
No, Broke this
because I feel like that's an optimistic song.
It is. It's my backhanded optimistic song. Oh, look at this! I see what's coming to the window.
Food coming. I love this. This is Michael. Michael, you are a wonderful man. So we've got vegan burgers.
Thank you so much.
Hand delivered to the car. I love this. All right.
Oh, goodness.
So Michael, who puts together the series, helped us get the food together for tonight. And I felt kind of like a jerk. I wanted to get the podcast going. I wanted to be respectful of your time. And I asked him to bring food to the car. And I tried to say it as diplomatically as possible. I didn't want him to feel like I was...
You didn't make him roller skate up.
Right. True. All right, so
that's for next time, maybe.
All right, so we both got the same thing.
Okay,
it just seemed like
for you.
You are a vegetarian, and I kind of followed your lead for a lot of reasons. I got the vegan burger. I thought it'd be easy to eat in the car.
Okay.
And this burger is.
There are so many packets of ketchup and things down here. So
this burger is bigger than you, Katie Cole.
Oh goodness! Oh my God!
This vegan burger. This is not a one-sitting burger.
Here's all the napkins, because yes.
Oh yeah, I warned you that I will spill.
I'm going to create a whole tablecloth situation on my lap.
A force field. You have to build a protective force field.
It's a protective barrier between the inevitable.
Well said. And one thing, you saw it first, sweet potato tots.
Yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And thank you, Michael, for skating up to the window and providing delicious food from Haymarket.
Thank you, Haymarket.
Which, again, Katie's show is free tomorrow night. Haymarket's here every day. The food and, of course, their beers are amazing. They've got a Joe Madden beer that they just launched, which you can actually buy in stores right now. But back to Katie Cole. Are you going to try to eat that? Are you
waiting, creating a photo up here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sorry, awkward pause.
It's the only kind of pause I know. We're posing. If you're watching on Facebook Live and we look really awkward, it's because someone is in front of the car taking a picture. The telephoto lens. Hope we can filter this. Oh, come on, Michael. For the love of God.
People are like, that's a really boring video.
Uh-huh.
Like, did it freeze?
All right, let's go back to your music. Let's talk about Broke. You were saying that is a backhanded, optimistic song.
Totally. Well, every breakup ends badly. I mean, ta-da. Everybody knows that. But I don't even know what to do with this burger.
I don't either.
But
I want you to eat it first.
great. Then you can work out what not to do.
Exactly.
All right, I'm just going to go for maybe the bottom half of this burger because this is like a mountain.
Well, here's the thing, Katie. The human mouth doesn't work like this.
Yep.
I think like a fork and knife would have been helpful.
Then how would you do it in a car? I
can't.
actually think there is.
I'm going to remove the red onions as a courtesy to you.
Here's some.
Yeah.
So, exactly.
Yeah. All bets are off.
So Brogue. Sorry, this really long answer. I just wanted to sort of write something that said, well, it's not the end. It's sort of a backhanded way of saying even, things that break don't always stay
Right, that's
broke.
the line that's stuck in my head.
They don't. Even the things that you think are going to last forever don't. The good and the bad, to be honest. But
Like
even
this
the
podcast
worst,
will have to end at some point.
will it? But yeah, I wanted to just say something like that. To say, well, it's not the end. Life goes on. You will get over it, even though it's awful now. Like, you will get over it. There's always a way past that. There's always something better that will come. Maybe something good will come out of it.
For sure, and that's glass half full.
Yes.
And speaking of glasses and half full, the room is filling up with water. That's an earworm in the song. That chorus is very, very sticky.
Thank you. I have usually get the earworms that I get stuck in my head are not good songs. So if that's an earworm to you,
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
So good. That's wonderful.
One of your songs, I would dare to say one of the more popular songs on this release is Graceland. Being from Melbourne, do you have a fascination with American culture, pop culture? Is Graceland one of those things that you had to see to truly understand?
There's places like Graceland, you build up in your mind, and that's the home of Elvis Presley for those that don't know.
For you people
should
watching
know.
in Melbourne, yeah.
For people that have never heard of Elvis Presley. There's places that you just want to go, even if you just walk past. Like on my 2016 tour with the Pumpkins, like we're in Detroit, so I'm like, I've got to go to Hitsville.
Sure,
Like
of course.
I gotta go. I'll take myself in a cab and I'll go there just to go. There's places that you just have to go to, and Graceland is one of those. And if anyone out there that's watching has actually been there and seen it, it's very overwhelming and underwhelming all at the same time.
That is totally true, and I don't know what I expected. Oh, I do know what I expected. I expected it to be cheesier than it was. It was more tasteful, I think, than I expected.
To me, everything seems smaller.
Well, the estate itself seemed very small. The actual.
I know we didn't
his
get to
home.
see it, and they don't let the public go upstairs to like any of the actual personal bedrooms.
Right.
But
That jungle room, something.
the jungle room, and there's like carpet on the ceiling in certain rooms, and like the weird sort of like all those security monitor televisions, and like the red emergency phone, and everything that you would expect from like a pop star of his generation. But it's still like mirrored ceilings. There's still some, but they were kind of low ceilings. Like it just felt smaller than I suppose that I'd built it up to be. But it still, carries so much weight, knowing that he loved Memphis. He loved, even though it was very poor, and
And it's very close to the main street
Totally.
at its time.
yeah,
which I found surprising.
Totally, 100%. It's right there, and you're like, okay, I'm here. Apparently,
The one thing, everything there is very small in that main home. I was hit by the enormousness of Elvis in one of the, I guess it was the back house, guest house, where it is literally floor to ceiling gold records. Like gold records as far as the eye can see. And you're reminded of just how gigantic and how important.
he changed the lives of so many songwriters that wrote songs for him, and they all know it, and they're all so, super thankful and that these unknown masterpieces of songs like In the Ghetto and songs like that.
Such a great song.
I mean, he wanted to record that. Like, that was like, he was like, I want to do this song. And
I could listen to Polk Salad Annie every day.
Man.
By the way, welcome to Chicago, Katie Cole. As we're sitting here on Randolph, we are facing,
What?
God help me, an open porta potty. It is like directly across from my car. That is an open toilet just staring at us mere feet
We
away.
are so lucky.
Hashtag blessed.
Blessed.
That's what we are right now.
Hashtag living the dream.
Talking about you not straddling, but crossing,
Good Lord.
balancing across multiple genres. I think All My Winters is harder to pin down genre-wise. I think I like the song because it's kind of slow burning. It feels impactful. Tell me about that song, because that to me is a real standout on this.
I'm going to start eating some of my burger with a fork, just so that you know.
You're not wrong to
you
do
want to
it.
know what all that rustling sound was. That was that. I'm not just being weird. I'm weird for other reasons. Well, All My Winters was, I believe, the last song I wrote for the entire group of songs that I recorded, and I recorded basically the entire album and put out half of the project as part one, and I have part two ready to go. But All My Winters was one of those songs where I just wanted to write the most devastating of moments. I mean, there's a lot of kind of dark references in there, drug references. It's very esoteric in nature too, for the way that I wrote the lyrics. I just wanted it to be one of those songs that sort of got under people's skin but left a haunting sort of feeling behind. And weirdly, I've had so many fans reach out to me and tell me, like, that's my favorite song. Like, I would have been like, no, it's going to be Broke, it's going to be Graceland. But people were telling me All My Winters and Time on My Hands. Like, those were the songs that got to people the most. And I'm like, these are like the saddest, really sparse songs, that I've recorded. And it was nice to hear that. But I just kind of took the filters off. And I remember when I first took the song to my producer, I used him as a sounding board. His name's Howard Willing. I use him as a sounding board.
He's done a bunch of stuff.
Yes, he's worked with he was actually my association with the Pumpkins. Long story short, he's been working with them since, I believe, the early 2000s, since like Machina and Adore. But he's worked with everyone from Glenn Campbell to OK Go to like just amazing track record.
His LinkedIn profile probably looks really good.
I keep getting requests for LinkedIn. I haven't been on
really?
LinkedIn. I haven't been on LinkedIn in, like, I don't know, 10, maybe not 10 years, maybe 8 years, and I still get requests, and I'm like, I don't have a profile here.
All right, I don't want to sidetrack us too much, but
No.
LinkedIn has a feature on it that if it were used by other social media platforms, it would change the game in a really creepy way. LinkedIn, you can see who viewed your profile. So you can, like, under your profile, you can see everyone who just clicked on your page. Can you imagine if that existed on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? Look at everyone who's kind of stalking you. Holy crap.
Well, yeah.
We'd all leave social media tomorrow.
I mean, is that a privacy thing? I guess it's a public page.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so anyway,
Anywho, so I brought that song to him in its acoustic form, and I said, we just got blurry. There we go. Poke. We just went out of focus. Wait, there we go.
don't move.
Okay.
Keep perfectly still.
And I said to him, is this song too dark? Same situation when I brought him the song Rest in Pieces, which is about the rippling effect of alcoholism. And I'm like, is this song too dark? And his response with both songs was like, go darker. Like, don't, just, if you're going to go there, like, go, like, all in. Like, go all the way. Like, go as dark as you can go and see what happens. And
Great advice.
I kind of like that.
Lean in.
Like, go where others won't or can't, kind of.
I agree.
And that's kind of been one of those things that I've tried to apply to all my songwriting, whether it's writing for myself or for other people. Just, if I'm going to go to a place, like, make sure you're really there.
I want to thank Ben and Paul for watching. Jeremy says that burger looks like a lot of work for a fork.
I know it is. It's really good.
Paul is a fan of your Australian accent.
G'day.
Actually, it's a Nashville accent.
Crikey. I know, I live in Nashville. But
That's how they all talk in Tennessee.
there's a lot of Aussies in Nashville. It's really surprising. But they still stop me when I'm like 3 words in to be like, oh, where are you from? You're not from here.
Of course.
And I'm like, great.
Going back to your songs, storytelling is kind of a thing for you.
Yeah. No, you noticed?
When did you discover that you liked kind of digging in and sharing that kind of stuff?
Well, I mean, I started writing songs when I was a kid, I suppose. Started really writing songs for realsies.
For realsies?
Yeah. Probably...
That's the Nashville in you.
Yeah, for realsies. Well, I'm also not serious half of the time. I know, I really started honing my craft in my sort of early 20s just to be like, I want to say something. I really want to say something to people. And I realized that for me, storytelling is not just telling your story, but just telling a truth. And sometimes it's about sort of elaborating a situation and, as I said, like going further than maybe a reality was, or maybe maybe it's further than you even understand, and you might have to research it or Google some things to understand the situation a bit better. But I mean, why not have a story within like 3 or 4 minutes?
Exactly.
If there's honesty in it and truth, like, people will relate to it, even if it's something about that they know nothing about or that I know little about. If I'm telling a truth that feels real to me and I'm being raw and honest, and I give a performance that I believe in, that again is raw and honest and unedited, then that's kind of for the win.
Totally agree. It's worth mentioning, Katie, these sweet potato tots are ridiculous.
They are. I'm trying to pull the onion out of my burger right now. Again, for the respect of the car. I've got like...
Red onions never go well.
Well, I like onions, but not if I have to talk to people, which I'm doing.
Right.
I'm talking to... Look at all these people.
Music nerd question. What's your go-to keyboard for touring with the Pumpkins? We'll get to the Pumpkins, but analog, hybrid? Is that a real question? I don't even know.
Well, they usually choose what they want their sound to be, and I comply with whatever is really the sound for the tour. I mean, the last tour, it was a big B3, some Mellotrons, and a Yamaha Clavinova on the stage. So I was kind of playing a lot of things. So some of it was digital, some of it was analog. I don't know about hybrid vehicles. We're reducing our greenhouse emissions. I'm kidding.
So, you talked about when you started playing. I should also mention, I think we're at the halfway-ish point. Car Con Carne, presented by the Audubon Mazda of Evanston, 1015 Chicago Avenue. We're in a Mazda 3. It's very comfortable, right? Mm-hmm.
It's really comfortable.
I even cleaned the seats and the interior a little bit before you came in.
Thank you.
I want you to appreciate the little touches. You talked about when you started songwriting as a kid. When you were a teenager, I think I just spit food as I talked, which is great because we're on camera.
Good.
When you were a teenager, is this where you wanted to be? Are you? Rephrase. Are you living your best life?
Well, actually, best way to put it is, I never dreamed I'd be doing any of the things that I've done or that I am doing. I don't even know if I could say I wanted to do all these things. I'd never really set my goals to be... I mean, I'm Australian. Was from a fairly low-income family, like single-parent mum family. Public education. Can't read or write music. And, and now I've played all these stages. Does anyone plan for that? No. But I do know that when good opportunities have come my way or have been offered to me, I've learnt to say yes, even if I'm not 100% sure I can do certain things. Just let the door open and just go for it.
That's great advice.
To kind of just go for it, because you don't know where this unknown, amazing thing will lead. Or even if it's not exactly the thing that you want to be doing, you don't know. And especially if it's something you've never tried before, don't fear what you don't know either, because you'll be surprised at what you're able to actually achieve or learn from an experience.
Totally agree. And when I started in radio. That was very similar to a piece of advice I got. When someone asks you to do something, say yes. If you don't know how to do it, you're not sure you want to do it, say yes and figure out how to do it afterward.
Yep.
Just don't
Very
close.
much.
Exactly what you're saying. Don't close the door.
Totally.
And that's one of those pieces of advice I learned early on in my career that's really stayed with me. Like that exact line. So it's interesting.
Just. Well,
And now I'm touring with the Pumpkins, just like you. I mean, we do similar.
That's how you look familiar. Wow. But who knew? I mean, honestly, I've had so many bucket list checks that, I mean, nobody plans for that. Like,
Sure.
nobody plans for, you know, one of my bucket list checks was, oh, I opened up for Billy Corgan playing an acoustic show. Oh my God. And then it became, oh, I'm opening up for an acoustic Smashing Pumpkins tour. But I'm also playing, and I agreed to that, and I'm also playing bass on a couple of songs. Not really a bass player. Can play bass, but, you know, I'm a guitarist, then probably a keyboard player,
Sure.
then a bass player. Said yes to that, and had all these bucket list checks from all those iconic venues that we did on that tour, and then we did a bigger second leg of the tour, and then I got to play the Ryman and
That's cool.
the Tower Theatre in Philly, and just these huge venues. We played the Lyric Opera House here in Chicago, and that was
Was
just,
that the Liz Fair show?
yeah, Liz Fair
Yeah.
opened that tour. Yes, lovely. She was great, and was like, you know, wow, like bucket list checks galore. Got to travel and do all these incredible shows. And was like, wow, I've played the Ryman, I've played the Mother Church. Even if I'll never get to step onto that stage myself, you know, I've still sung songs on it. And
You did it on your own merit, whether it's
I
solo
did
or
it.
with another group of musicians.
And I was playing, I was singing a couple of songs lead during that tour, and like I'm like, oh, that counts. I'm like, that counts.
Absolutely, it does. Absolutely, it
Totally
does.
counts. And then I got asked to do this huge arena tour last year, and this was like, you know, we played these enormous arenas across America, and we did Wembley in the UK and Madison Square Garden sold out, and the Forum in Los Angeles, and just like, I mean, somebody said to me, so I said, I've got all these bucket list checks, and they were like, you need to get a bigger bucket.
That's amazing.
Like, but I totally do. It's not like I thought to myself, I want to do these things one day. Of course, you always dream about it, but like, all the steps that are needed to achieve these enormous, enormous feats are incredible, and I've been able to sort of get sort of the tourist / performer pass to see these things.
Sure.
And, you know,
Ben agrees
really-
with you on Facebook Live. He says, the jobs that scared me always ended up being the best. Safe equals dead. A little dramatic, but point taken. So talking about advice and being with the Pumpkins, in your time working with Billy, who's seen so much, done so much, was there anything he imparted to you, like a pearl of wisdom from his time clawing through the industry, succeeding in the industry?
Well, I mean, he's told me. I mean, I've spent so much time with him. He's told me so many things that I've taken to heart, and I just listen when he tells me stories that he may not have told other people. And he's been telling me the origins of certain songs that he's written, and I just try and pay attention because, I mean, he's full of wisdom because he's done what most people have never done
Sure.
and will never do. I mean, there is wisdom in the way that he walks. There's wisdom in the choices that he makes with the music that he still creates. The fact that he's still, the thing that I've taken the most out of it, I suppose, is that he's still so passionate about songwriting. Like, he's still writing just these epic songs, and the content and the quality of content and the amount of content that he creates is unbelievable. Like, even going back through the back catalogue, it's like, this is a double album and this is a double album.
Right.
I mean, and they're intense, complicated songs. They're not, you know, 3-chord songs, but just, yeah, I've learned never stop writing and never stop, you know, that passion to write something new or try something new or get this story out. Just yeah.
Another, not even a personal question. It is my belief that Jimmy Chamberlin is one of the most charismatic men in rock. Can you confirm?
Yep, I'll take that one.
Uh-huh.
Unbelievable to
Also,
watch that guy play.
Wicked, oh my God. I mean, I could
It's
watch
ridiculous.
him play all night long. Also, wickedly smart. That one.
Yeah, he's whips. Well, they're honestly, I mean, all the guys in the band, including Jeff Schroeder, who's been part of the band for quite a long time now, they're all whip smart.
Mm-hmm.
They're all got the different sense of humor, but yeah, I don't think you can be that successful and not have a really good head on your shoulders.
I agree with that. So you're going back out with the Pumpkins. You're doing more.
We're doing the summer European tour. I don't know whether it's going to be summer wherever we are, but I'm playing. Some of them are amphitheaters, some of them are festivals. Honestly, I've seen the touring itinerary, and I'm like, I can't remember half of it because it's all different countries in Europe and places I can't pronounce.
How thrilling!
I'm so excited. Like, my passport is so excited.
Your passport's going to be amazing.
It's not, well, just to be like, oh yeah, I've never been there. Like, I love traveling in general, and I know I won't be able to speak the language of most of the countries that I'm going to go to, but I mean, this is like the best way to travel ever.
Oh, I can only imagine. And when I used to travel for business, not unlike touring with the Smashing Pumpkins, I always used to try whenever, because I'm like you, when I land in these different places, I'm always fascinated. I want to take in as much as I can. Mm-hmm. Anytime I wasn't working, I was trying to explore, like walk around, go places, go off on my own, just because
Totally.
I'm there. This may be my one shot, and I want to ingest everything I possibly can.
Totally. My one day off in Italy, we were in Bologna, and I was like, I don't even have time to, like, I've got like 4 hours or whatever, and I'm like, oh, look, I have to do something. So I walked across like the market square where we're at and walked down some of all the cool sort of cobblestone streets, and you really get to know a place once you walk. I mean, I've learned that about America too, like walking through the city, even if I'm just walking down the street to get a coffee or something like that, kind of get the feel of the pace of the place.
Yeah.
But in Italy, it was just like walking down these streets, and it was so much like a movie set. Like, everyone's sitting there in their cafeteria chairs and tables, eating pasta and drinking wine at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, oh my God, this is really happening.
That's the dream life.
And I bought like a small bottle of like a balsamic vinegar and a small bottle of like a truffle oil, olive oil, with whatever it was, and I was just like, because I have to buy something. I'm vegetarian at the moment, so I was like, I was walking past all these delis that had like all the prosciutto, and I was just like, oh, this is the wrong time to be a vegetarian.
I can see that. I can see that. So the tour kicks off next month?
Well, we start our rehearsals next month. The tour begins at the very end of next month.
Okay.
So I think the first date is May 30th, if I'm correct.
So that's when you turn into a pumpkin. For now, though,
You were waiting for that, weren't you?
I wasn't, but it just hit me, and I was really proud of myself. Thank you for validating me.
Well done.
Thank you. But for now, you are Katie Cole. And tomorrow night, if you're watching this on Facebook, if you're listening on the podcast, you missed it, but she'll come back, we promise. Haymarket, Halstead, and Randolph performing in a free show. Again, value at any price. It's absolutely free. Tomorrow night, Bronte Fall opening up, local artist. So your music is fantastic. I'm going to hold up the prop one more time, if I can find it. I don't know where I found it, where I left it. The CD is somewhere in the car. But streamable, but probably better to go see the show and buy a CD.
If you're in Chicago, just come down and say hi. I like to meet people. I like to see all my fans and meet new people. It's people think that some artists are unapproachable, but like, I'm like, g'day.
You're of the
I'm of the people.
I love it. All right, your music sounds great. Thank you for dining in my car.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been so much fun.
I'm so glad you said that.
I've eaten so many sweet potato tots. It's ridiculous.
I could eat an entire box
really
of just
good
those.
food at Haymarket.
I love Haymarket. I'll come here as often as they'll have me. Truly, I love this place. Thank you for watching on Facebook Live. Thank you for listening on carconcarne.com, Google, Stitcher, iTunes, etc. Car Con Carne, presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. That's Katie Cole. She's a remarkable human being, talented musician and songwriter. Thank you for listening and watching.
Bye.